Ranking up in CS2 as a solo queue can be extremely difficult, and we've all been there. So I got 3 tips after asking around from some of my solo queue friends that can definitely help you guys improve your solo queuing experience. But before I tell you these tips, I need you guys to check out the sponsor of this video, Skins Monkey.
Skins Monkey is a CS2 skins trading site and marketplace that provides an instant way to get new skins. My favorite thing about Skins Monkey is that I can trade skins that I no longer want and trade it for a skin that is equal value. If you use code Louis CS2, you get a $5 bonus on your first trade. If you want to buy skins, you can get a 30% deposit bonus plus an extra 5% using my code. The link is down in the description.
In order to win as a solo queue player, you need to become a leader. If you can take control of your team, then you'll win more rounds. But being a leader doesn't mean you need to backseat game everyone and control every movement. A leader is someone who gives direction and keeps everyone positive and believing that they are on the right path to win. Let's say, for example, you're in a Mirage game and you can't seem to win a round. The best thing you can do as a leader is give direction to your team by telling them a plan. You can simply form a plan by just saying, hey guys, let's throw A smokes, or you can even get more tactical by saying, let's throw A smokes, have 2 guys walk underpass, and so on. But this all depends on what rank you are and what your teammates actually understand about the game. If you don't think you can become a leader because you have a lack of direction, then I ask that you challenge yourself and go learn some gimmick strats that you can use in your games. Narda here has a ton of playlists and tricks that you can easily call in your games, so just go grab a notebook and write some down, and I'm sure you'll notice yourself winning more rounds in games. But another thing a good leader has is a positive mindset. A leader will never talk down to his team and constantly try to motivate them. One tip I can give you guys is to try to control the team environment. If someone starts to get toxic, you need to make it stop immediately. Even if you have to suggest to your teammates to mute them, then do it. Having a toxic player in your team will only increase the chance of you losing. But Louis, I always get bad teammates. If you're the one saying this and commenting that right now on my video, then you're the bad teammate with a toxic personality, and I suggest you start to improve yourself. So the next tip I have is understanding your teammates. Sometimes you can't control who you get on your team. Sometimes it's the best players in the world, and other times it's a drunk dude who just found out his wife was cheating on him. No matter who you get on your team, it can affect the way you play, and you need to understand this. So if you get a player that you notice may be a little boosted in your game, or even having a bad game, then you need to find his strengths. You need to communicate to him and ask him where he is comfortable. Because if he's having a bad game, it may just be he's uncomfortable in the spot he's playing. You need to ask him if he needs a flash or a change of position, or if you are calm with him and understanding, it will raise his confidence levels and make him more comfortable that he may be having a bad game, and I promise you he will perform. Another way you can understand your teammates is asking them for suggestions. Maybe they have an idea of a round, or maybe they just might read the game in a different way that you do, and it can really help you guys develop a round, even if it's a mid-round call. You can always ask them, what do they see, or maybe what do they need help with if you're on the CT side, and I really recommend you do this because it'll make your teammates feel involved, and then they will feel more appreciative, and then you guys will just mesh better, and it will become a positive environment. Win or lose, I think suggesting and asking your teammates for suggestions is a definitely good way to win more rounds than you should, because a lot of people have egos and it forces them to just think one-minded, and it all starts to crumble when it doesn't go their way. The last tip I have for you is you need to find your weakness. Finding your weaknesses could be challenging because you may not know how to find them, but let me ask you this: what is always missing when you solo queue? Is it leadership, a good side anchor, or maybe no one even knows any grenades? Answering this question is something you need to do because this is why you are losing. Imagine if you were a jack of all trades. You could IGL if your team is lacking direction, you could anchor any site when one of your teammates couldn't, or maybe you could throw every A smoke on Mirage when your team needed it because no one could. This is what wins you games and makes you become a better player than you were yesterday. You need to push yourself and become someone who can do it all. You don't have to become great, but become decent enough where you can step up and become, as some say, him. Hopefully these tips helped, and if they did, make sure to leave a like on this video and comment down below if I've missed anything, and I'll see you next time.